Are you about to drunk dial your ex and tell her you're sorry? Hang up that phone. It's time for you to man up. Comedy Time presents Man Up, Stand Up.
Explosion! Man up! Stand up! Drink a beer, shoot a deer, and punch somebody in the face. Oh yeah! Man up! That's right! Stand up! Doing push-ups, lifting weights, man up or stand up tonight. Oh, man up, stand up tonight. Yeah!
Welcome to Man Up, Stand Up, the show that grabs comedy by the nads and makes you laugh like a real man. We don't do giggles here, with the exception of a stripper named Giggles, who I do like to do from time to time. Save your singles, because this lap dance of laughs is on us. As always, we've got 4 hilarious comedians. You'll see Ben Glee, Brian Watts, and Matt Martin. And to kick things off, here's some short, fast funny from Jeff Rothpan.
But I'm not an alcoholic, which is great. Get to drink as much as I want. You know, that's the beauty of not being an alcoholic. Yeah, where are my fellow non-alcoholics? We can drink all night. Yeah. So, yeah, I can't imagine my friends giving me an intervention, because they're all drunks. Jeff, I'll tell you a reason we brought you here to this bar. First of all, can someone freshen me up here before I talk to Jeff about his problem? Oh man, my friends are losers, by the way. I go to a movie with my friend. He gets lost coming back to our seats, so I have to hear him calling my name in the theater. Isn't that the worst? All of a sudden I hear, Jeff. Jeff. It's going row by row. Jeff. I don't want people to know he's my friend, so I don't answer him. I just sit there, he goes right by, Jeff. Jeff. Up and down the aisles, Jeff. He won't leave. And he's not alone, Frank. What the hell? Frank, Jeff. Imagine hearing that for 2 hours. Frank, Jeff. Why won't they leave? My friend went to get the usher because he's the expert. The usher knows how to find people, right? He knows what to do. All of a sudden I hear the usher going, Jeff. They're a Jeff. Jeff, I got it.
I agree with Jeff. Going to the movies can be annoying. Last week I had to sit in the front row and watch 2 hours of Nicolas Cage's crotch. And that was just the previews. Up next, we've got Ben Glebe, who will intoxicate you with laughter when Man Up Stand Up returns. We now return to Man Up Stand Up. Ben Glebe loves to drink. He loves it so much, he even had an open bar at his last intervention. Take a shot with Ben Glebe.
Thank you. Let me start by addressing all of the small car drivers in the room. If any of you drive a small car, please do the rest of us a favor. And from now on, when you park your miniature vehicle in the mall parking lot, stop pulling all the way deep inside the spot. So when I pull up, I'm like, oh, there's a million open spots. No! I did not see that coming. Next time I'm going in. I will fit 2 vehicles in that miniature space. I could care less. I don't understand. Why are they so nonchalant with human life on the traffic reports on the radio? A lot of them have like a song in the background now, and the guy in the jet copter's like, yeah, we have a 2-fatality crash on the 405 southbound. This fatality brought to you by El Pollo Loco. Seems a little insensitive. I don't know why you'd name a fast food restaurant El Pollo Loco. The Crazy Chicken. You wouldn't name a hamburger place The Mad Cow. A lot of these Spanish named fast food places have terrible names. What about Baja Fresh? Baja means below. Even a Mexican guy would not eat it less than fresh. He's like, forget Baja Fresh, let's go to the Fast Panda. That's Panda Express. Every 6 months, everybody here, we forget how horrible Panda Express is. We're at the mall food court, we're like, oh, I love Chinese food, let's do this. Orange chicken's always involved in every order. But here is anybody 3 bites into orange chicken meal at Panda Express, like, oh, why did it taste bad suddenly? What happened now? It's like the law of diminishing returns in a 3-item combo meal. It's delicious, and then suddenly it tastes like cough syrup. It's chicken drowned in cough syrup. Here's how they could improve the menu at Panda Express. This is my own idea. Actually serve panda. Yeah, people will be like, aren't they like extinct? The guy will be like, no, we got like 3 of them. I think that'll be an improvement. This is my idea. You look horrified by that. This is a fictional panda in this joke. No pandas are being murdered in my joke. You think somebody was actually murdered. You think there was a dead panda. Why do you like pandas so much? Nobody cares if you killed regular colored bears. You're racist. Only if it's got a little white in it, then you care about the bear. What a racist animal rights activist that is right there. Not a fan of her animal stances at all. Man. Can we talk? There's a lot of things people have weird stances on. Like, let's talk for a second about girly drinks. How did us men screw up so badly that we're not allowed to publicly drink delicious drinks? Why? Because I'm a man, so I enjoy the taste of beer and whiskey, yes. But you know what I also enjoy the taste of? Strawberries. I have a strawberry flavored drink. I get called a little girl. What's that, you little girl? It's tasty, a-hole. Why don't you back off? You know what I understand less than that? I drink smoothies all day long. No one says anything. But I put alcohol in my smoothie and now I'm a bitch? What? I'm getting drunk in my smoothie. That's gangster. I could care less. That's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. I am very excited to be here today because I'm getting paid. Yeah, I am broke. I am very broke. I'm in debt, actually. And I realized one of the things that sucks about being in debt is that even a homeless person is much better off financially than I am. He's just at zero. I'm at negative $30,000. I think it's time the homeless started giving back. I'd like to wake up with a roll of nickels at my door every morning. I mean, he doesn't have to roll them, but a pile of nickels would be awesome. A homeless guy walked up to me earlier today and asked me for $1. I gave him $1, no big deal, and we ended up like shaking hands. We had this like nice human moment shaking hands. And I was curious, so I asked him, what's your opinion of what's going on in Afghanistan right now? And he pointed out this sign that said, God bless America. And he said, the problem is that should say, God bless the world. Right when he said that, I realized, damn, I have to wash my hands now. I like girls. Sorry, fellas. I like girls. The other day I went trying to meet girls, and it did not happen. I ended up drunk at a restaurant, 4 a.m, scarfing down a huge amount of food. Because at the end of a long night drinking, you do one of 2 things. You hook up with somebody, or you eat so much food, you reduce the odds you will ever hook up again. I chose option 2. It was not a choice. Option 1 failed. I went right to option 2 at that point. I'm scarfing down a sandwich and salad and fries, and this gorgeous woman across the restaurant sees me doing this, but I'm not gonna steal her from her guy while I'm drunkenly eating food. It can't be done, so I keep doing it. She gets up, crosses the restaurant, leans into my booth, and here were her exact words. She says to me, "You're eating like an animal." And I was kind of offended, so I bit her.
I'm not much for girly drinks, but after about 3 or 4 of them, I'd swear I was in the Bahamas with Megan Fox. Up next, we have Brian Watts bringing some high voltage funny when Man Up Stand Up returns. Welcome back to Man Up Stand Up. Brian Watts really knows how to light it up. Watts, get it? Light it up? The last time I lit something up, I ended up staring at my ceiling fan for 3 hours while stuffing my face with Tex-Mex. Power up with Brian Wise.
My brother's black. I'm kidding, he thinks he's black. He threw a party and he gave me Magnum condoms in case I got a chance to hit it. Which I guess means intercourse. I did not use those condoms that night. I don't know what to do with them. I'm not sure how they fit on a penis. Currently, I'm saving them if anyone wants them. I don't really know what to do with them. I guess if I ever decide to clean my bathroom, I can use them as slippers. It's really the only use I can think for them. Where are the women? There are 7 women in here and I'm feeling sexy. Women, I understand you, a lot of guys do not. I get that, you know, when I put that spoiler on my car, you found it very sexy. I get that. But what I don't get is the sneeze, you know? Deek! Deek, deek! Like, can somebody get this girl some medicine? I saw a commercial for airborne medicine. It said, medicine invented by a teacher, ! And I'm thinking, can I get some medicine invented by a doctor? This girl's sneezing out of control over here. Have you noticed these companies? They're getting dumber. Have you noticed this? Subway, the Subway that I go to, they have a sign when you're checking out and it says, if you do not get a receipt, ask for one. If you still do not get a receipt, the meal is on us. And I'm thinking, who are these idiots working at Subway denying receipts from people? Like, oh, can I get a receipt? No. Okay, well, can I get my money back for this sub? Oh, did you just pay for that sub? Do you have any proof that you just paid for that sub? Touché, Subway. I've been online. I just recently found out that my best friend's on Match.com. But I can't make fun of him about it because then he'll want to know why I was browsing single men on Match.com. Being scared of fires, my dad bought me a 5-story safety escape ladder in case there's ever a fire in my apartment complex. But I live on the 8th floor of my building. So if there ever is a fire, I'm going to be like, oh, ladder, well, probably still not going to make it. Just one last false hope from my dad, thank you. He demanded that I put this ladder underneath my bedroom window in case there's a fire, and I was like, Dad, what if a girl's over? I'm gonna have to explain to her that my dad's making me put this ladder here in case there's a fire. Like, that's a little embarrassing. And he goes, getting caught in a fire, that's embarrassing, son. Yeah, Dad, that is a little embarrassing. Tragic, but embarrassing. Can you imagine if I did die in a fire, the 2 firemen that discover my dead body? Look at this jerk. He died in a fire. I know, man, how embarrassing. He had a ladder right there, he didn't even use it. Can you see who this guy is? I don't know, let's check his ID. This guy's name is Brain. My friend's been getting text messages from this girl. He's like, hey, check out what this girl sent me. It was the fireman from before. And he says, LOL, you know, this girl's always texting him LOL. And I'm like, this girl's not literally laughing out loud, you know. She's uncomfortable. Because you're only literally laughing out loud if it's all caps, right? LOL, that's hilarious. Or have you ever gotten this? Like HAHA, ha 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 ha. You know, there can be a couple H's in a row, a couple A's in a row. That's fine. You're laughing so hard, you're not really checking before you send it off. Send. Have you ever gotten this? HAAAA, what is that? Ha! Are you laughing at what I just said? Is there a euchaligen happening? Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest with the people that we text. Next time, try this. TWKOF, BNTTP, WILL, which means that was kind of funny, but not to the point where I literally laughed out loud.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to run up and down the fire escape. Oddly enough, it was never for a fire. Next, the drunken master of comedy, Matt Martin, kicks in the funny when Man Up Stand Up returns. Time for more Man Up Stand Up. Matt Martin isn't afraid to stand up to anyone. He's just too drunk to stay standing for long. Let's go toe-to-toe with Matt Martin.
Why is it whenever guys take off their shirt, you know there's gonna be a fight? Yet whenever girls do it, you know there's gonna be a party. Whenever I do it, there's just gonna be a fight at the party. It's awkward. It's very strange. People always tell me, like, Matt, your past is gonna catch up with you. But I don't believe that. Because that would mean at some point in my life I was actually moving forward. And that hasn't happened. It's not all bad, though. The other day I did put out a fire. The one burning inside of me to succeed. It's right here. Oh, focus! I blame all my problems on my parents. My mom used to contradict herself. She'd use all the old sayings everybody else's mom would use, but then she'd just contradict herself. She'd be like, well, Matthew, if everybody jumped off a bridge, would you? And I'd be like, no. She'd go, why not, son? Don't you want to be popular? She's like, if a building was on fire and everybody's running in, you run in, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, here, son, you drink this Kool-Aid. You drink it. I was like, I don't like this Kool-Aid. It always tastes like rat poison. It's weird. I am the best guy to have your back in a bar fight. I've won almost every one I've ever been in. Of course, I always pick my fights with inanimate objects. Just like, dude, I got the 4 guy. I got the short guy with 4 legs. They're like, Matt, that's a stool. I'm like, yeah. But he looks pissed. It's probably because I put gum under his chin. It's on now, flat top. There's no way of coming out of that being a hero if you lose a fight to a bar stool. So it's like, man, how'd you lose that fight? I was like, he had 4 legs and he knew karate. And that is when I learned 80s movies have lied to me. I have waxed my car for the last 5 months. I still don't know karate. It's horrible. My dad gets drunk. He talks to me as if I'm his friend. Anyone else have that going on? Sweet, I'll tell you about it. It's awkward. Come home and just be like, hey, come here. I'll tell you something. We should have never had children. They ruined our lives. That's awesome, Dad. Can you put the candles on the birthday cake and sing now? Like, fine. Happy birthday to you. The reason I can't retire early. Happy birthday to Speedboat, which is what we're gonna call you now, because that's what I could have had, and you came along, and now I'm not gonna be able to retire until I'm 70. Here's a Tonka truck. I was like, yes, a Tonka truck. He loves me. This was last weekend. I'm gonna fill it up with all of his put-downs and disbeliefs and pour them into my backpack of hope. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be a winner. I've come up with a lot of advice since I've been in LA. For anybody trying to perceive a goal or trying to accomplish something, give up. Seriously. Once you set your goals, you're just setting yourself up to lose. That's why I never lose. I don't know where that went. Went to nowhere land, that's where that went. But it was a fun ride and we all loved it. And the bus didn't stop. Sorry. These will all be on my first CD titled Nobody's With Me. I didn't understand a lot of things growing up. Like in high school, everybody was just like, dude, you know who was great? Abraham Lincoln. He gave the Gettysburg Address. I was like, how does anybody know that was a good speech? He gave that after the Battle of Gettysburg. That would have just been weird. It's just like 77 years ago, our forefathers, hey, would you speak up? We were shooting guns all day. Seriously, a cannon went off a foot away from my face. This ear's been bleeding for like 3 hours. I don't even have an ear. What? Shut up! I'm trying to listen. Hey, Someone shot his father 4 times or something. No, you friggin' morons! He was telling us the score. Now, was it 4-7 Boston? We're going to the World Series! That joke was awesome, it was topical, and I know I'm stepping on my last. It's cool. A lot of hot ladies in LA. Nice work. Put out, you bitches. Seriously, take one for the team. Sure, I'm not cute, but I am cuddly. Look at this. That could be you. Your name was Mike. Now, let's calm down. Crackers. Crackers. If there are any girls here that ever have decided to take one for the team, I just want you to know I'm starting a team. Okay? Listen, there's sign-ups out back. It's great. Love when I wake up with a girl next to me. Love it. Because then I know I did something right the night before. Like not getting caught sneaking into her house. Glorious. Freaks out. I'm like, take it easy, I'll make you pancakes.
Very impressive, Matt. Going to a bar and hooking up with a random chick is just not my thing anymore. Now I just go straight to Craigslist and search for women with low self-esteem. More casual encounters when Man Up Stand Up returns. Thanks for watching Man Up Stand Up. Now we're not just funny, we're educational. Let's see what you've learned in the Man Up recap. Jeff Rothpan says you can drink all you want if you're not an alcoholic. He said this right before he passed out in his own vomit. Ben Glebe warns us of the perils of drinking girly drinks in public. Before you know it, you'll be carrying a man purse and hanging out with a guy named Giorgio. Brian Watts teaches us what to do in case of a fire. But if the fire is in your pants, go see a doctor. And Matt Martin asks the ladies to take one for the team. So ladies, if you're watching, batter up. Well, that's all the manning up you need from me today. This has been Comedy Time presents Man Up Stand Up. I'm Adam Hunter and I'm out. Peace.